So I was a recent graduate from undergraduate school in Indiana, Pennsylvania with a bachelor's degree in biology. And I met Dr. Amy at an icebreaker event that we had prior to the first day of chiropractic school in February of 1998.
And when we first met each other, we met at a social gathering on the night before classes started. And we were doing a social interaction game. And I remember meeting him, but he does not remember meeting me.
My first interaction, I actually don't remember, believe it or not. And Dr. Amy, when she answers the question, will tell you she does. But after that, throughout our time in class, which we spent a lot of time together as chiropractic students, we slowly began to talk and become friends. And then after a while, we started spending a lot more time together outside of studies and eventually started courting together.
He was sitting next to me in class one day, and I was talking to my girlfriend about church because we went to the same church. And he said to me, "Where do you go to church?" And I said, "Oh, we go to Bettendorf Christian Church. You should come sometime." Nobody ever takes you up on the invitation to go to church. And so on Friday, he came and sat right next to me, and he looked at me and he said, "Are you going to pick me up for church on Sunday?" And I went, "Sure, I guess."
I knew that I was going to ask Dr. Amy to marry me probably October or November of 1999.
September of 99. We were at a seminar, a chiropractic seminar, and we were actually at a seminar taught by the man we worked with in Tulsa. And he was asking us self-reflective questions. And one of the questions that he was asking was, who's your favorite person? Who's your best friend? And who's the person that you always want to tell everything to? And all of those people, all of those answers was Dr. Lucas. And so at that moment in time, I went, oh no, I'm falling in love.
So I had planned to actually ask Dr. Amy at a big, huge celebration event that Palmer College of Chiropractic has every year called the Homecoming event. And the Homecoming is when thousands of chiropractors from all over the world come together at Palmer campus and actually have this all kinds of classes for 3 or 4 days and then celebrate with a big party on the Mississippi River at the end of that on Saturday evening. I had planned to ask Dr. Amy that night, Saturday night of Homecoming, and would be August of 2000 during the fireworks display at the celebration at the end of the Homecoming event. And the reason I say I had planned to is because her diamond ring was being sent to me via mail from a jeweler back in Pennsylvania, and the mail got delayed and I did not get the ring in time for that event. And so I was greatly disappointed when that didn't happen, and so I had to pivot. And the ring finally showed up the weekend after that event, and then I decided that her and I were going to go hiking together.
We went to this place called Lake McBride, and so we went back to Lake McBride and we were praying, and when we were done praying,
I had a ring in front of her and asked her to marry me at that point in time.
Our first 5 years of marriage were very adventurous. We graduated on Friday, we got married on Saturday, and we moved to Tulsa a week later to start our new career.
We spent about a year with Dr. Brooks, training with him in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then we made the decision to come to Morgantown, West Virginia to serve the people of West Virginia with upper cervical care.
So that first year was very full of activity and where the Lord was leading us and what we were going to pursue. And so it was really about building and togetherness and closeness.
We didn't have children at that point in time. We didn't have our first child until 6 years into our marriage. So we spent a lot of time exploring the state of West Virginia and traveling and just kind of growing closer together in our relationship and marriage so we can make that work and then also have a successful business in addition to that.
A lot of people will say, how do you work with your spouse and then live with your spouse? And for us, it's kind of normal. There's nothing else that we've ever known. life just existed always together. So we even had one car for a very long period of time. So we did everything together.
Early on, when we didn't have children, we would drive together to the office, spend all day together at the office, and drive home together from the office. And we spent a lot of high quality time with each other. For us, it's just completely normal. And for us, we love it because we get to just spend time together, even if it's small snippets at lunch during the day or something like that, and to continue to grow our relationship. As of this June, coming up June 2025, we have been married 24 years. We have 2 teenage daughters now. One is soon to be 18 and one is soon to be 15. Our business is stable. We're helping lots of people across the state of West Virginia. We obviously have more employees than we've ever had before. We're serving more people. Our children are growing up and actually pursuing dreams that they each have of their own. Our life is full of lots of blessing right now, both in the business and at home with our children, and also, of course, our marriage as well. And so we're just really enjoying every day. What I love most about Dr. Amy is her love and compassion for other people.
I think I would have to say I love his passion for life and everything he does.
She's a very, very compassionate, very demonstrative, compassionate and loving person. And she makes people feel very comfortable and safe and secure in her presence. And I think that that's one of the things that I value very much in our relationship and I actually admire very much about her.